Michael Keaton's Batman movies, directed by Tim Burton from 1989 and 1992, with the Batman coming out this weekend, I thought it was the best time to finally check out both of these movies. Was that the best idea? Probably not, but here are my thoughts. These two films focus on Batman as he fights against three of DC's most iconic villains, the Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman. To start this review, let's talk about 1989's Batman movie starring Michael Keaton as the Caped Crusader with Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Excellent casting choice, but the direction they go with this character was so unordinary and unexpected. At times, I thought it was hilarious, and other times, I had no idea that I was even watching a Batman movie. As a matter of fact, Jack Nicholson is a bigger star than Michael Keaton in this movie because his name actually appears first in the opening credits. And that right there let me know that this would be much more of a Joker movie than a Batman movie. You may as well should have just called this movie The Joker instead of Batman. Batman's only in about 30 or 40% of the film, whereas Joker is probably in closer to 60% of the movie, if not more. As Joker, Jack Nicholson played the closest we've ever seen of a comic book / cartoony version of the Joker character. And for what was written down on the script, Jack Nicholson took it and ran. He did everything he possibly could to make the most out of this version of Joker, and I thought he did an excellent job. Whether or not he's your cup of tea, though, is another story. Personally speaking, I prefer Ledger's Joker as well as Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, just because it's a much more serious, realistic take. Whereas in this movie, I don't take Joker serious. He's very cartoony, a little over the top, feels like something straight out of a comic book. There's even a few dancing scenes I found hilarious, but for a Batman movie, they don't work. Maybe for a Joker movie, they do, but for a Batman movie, that's not how I picture a Batman movie playing out. I don't want to see the Joker dancing on a float during a parade. I want to see the Joker playing mind games with the Batman like we saw in The Dark Knight. So Tim Burton went all out with Jack Nicholson's Joker, but I just wish this wasn't a Batman movie. If it was a Joker movie, maybe I wouldn't mind, but since the movie's title is Batman, I don't take it seriously, and clearly Tim Burton didn't really either. From time to time, it feels like I'm watching the circus as it does when I'm watching other Tim Burton movies. It's so bizarre and weird, very strange. Tim Burton, this is his style, I understand that, but why did they choose him to make a Batman movie out of all things? I know Batman had been played in live action before in the 1960s, but Michael Keaton's Batman was the first memorable one. And as Batman / Bruce Wayne, I thought Michael Keaton was really good. He made this his own, and he set the stage for playing the character of Bruce Wayne. But outside of Jack Nicholson's Joker and Michael Keaton's Batman and that relationship that eventually comes to a front at the end of the film, there's nothing here that makes me want to revisit 1989's Batman. I have zero desire. The plot itself is nothing special. It's subpar, very generic. Joker does Joker things. He kills some people. He works his way up to the top in the crime scene. And his main plot is to kill a lot of people and take over the city of Gotham, make them go crazy. As for Batman Returns, I feel exactly the same way as I do about the first movie. The one upside to the sequel is that this is actually a Batman movie, unlike the original, which was a Joker movie. Michael Keaton is the star. His name appears first in the opening credits. So Bruce Wayne is in the movie a lot more, which is definitely a positive. And Danny DeVito plays Penguin, the movie's main villain, and he does it the same exact way that Jack Nicholson played Joker in the first film. He's so over the top, it's hard to take this character seriously, but he's also pretty good. But it bugs me that in this universe, Joker and Penguin are giant cartoons. And as for their motivations, it's straight up insanity. All these characters want to do is kill people. For what though? What is the main reason behind wanting to kill so many people and take over the city of Gotham? They do add a little bit more character development to Penguin over that of Joker in the first movie, which was nice, but there isn't nearly enough for me to say, okay, that motivation now makes sense in the sequel. The only villain of the three whose motivation makes any sense is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, and she brings exactly what you would expect out of the character. Plus, you can understand where she's coming from, why she's somewhat crazy. Her motivation makes sense over that of Penguin's motivation, which is downright insane and makes zero sense. When watching a Batman movie, I'm mainly looking for memorable moments, a great story, dark gritty themes, a serious tone, and tons of action, and Tim Burton didn't even get that right with these movies. Neither one has nearly enough action, which is super disappointing. I'm so glad that Christopher Nolan made a Dark Knight trilogy, because those movies have everything I could ever ask for out of a Batman story, just from the grittiness and epic scale alone. Of course, that's what I want to see in the Batman this weekend. Hopefully I get what I'm ordering. If not, I'll be really disappointed, just like I was while watching both of these Tim Burton Batman movies for the first time. I probably won't revisit them, and if I ever do, it'll only be for Jack Nicholson in the first movie and Michael Keaton in the second movie, and partly because of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Again, Tim Burton's style is a bit too bizarre and weird for my liking. It's not my thing. I'm not totally sure why they chose Tim Burton to direct these Batman movies. I mean, I kind of get it. Tim Burton's directing style is dark and he uses some humor, but for a live action Batman movie, I expect something much darker and gritty. I want to see a lot of action, but we don't really get that out of either of these movies. So of course, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on Batman from 1989 and Batman Returns from 1992, both directed by Tim Burton. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Are they memorable or are they forgettable to you? Let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of them. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoy watching the Batman in theaters this weekend with Robert Pattinson. I know I cannot wait. And as always, if you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.